Hello and welcome to the Glassworks Music Podcast, Episode 7. This is the Christmas special, the student edition with Charlie Thorogood.
You alright?
And Joe Himbury back from Episode 3. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing good, thank you. How are you doing, Ben and Charlie?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good.
Great.
So Christmas is for us, at the time of recording, it's just around the corner.
Yay.
What are you guys doing for Christmas?
Well, mostly family orientated stuff. My brother's come down to stay with us from uni. My grandmother is coming to stay, as well as my auntie from London, which is really nice. We're going to have a special Christmas dinner for everyone. Since my brother is pescatarian, we're going to have stuffed peppers, and since
That's cool.
we need meat on the table, we're going to have a nice leg of guinea fowl as well.
God, you're going fancy here, Joe.
Well, my mum has good taste.
So your brother, is this Dylan?
Dylan Himbury.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is he a pescatarian because he's at university? And it's problems of
What does he? Alright. Okay.
only veg and fish?
Well, it's a bit complicated. Okay. So, well, he since he hasn't he wants to lose weight. That's it. And
Yeah.
most of the fatty things he's eaten is mostly meat. So he thinks that if he cuts down with meat and only stick with mainly fish
Yeah.
and vegetables and fruit and carbohydrates and all that jazz, he might lose a lot more. And so far he has, but more than he expected. Like, he's proper skinny now.
Yeah. So, what sort of music do you reckon you'll be listening to on the day?
Oh, well, Christmas music. Mainly, the classics from the 70s and 60s, like The War Is Over by Yoko Ono and John Lennon.
Good song.
Yeah.
Yep, classic. And, of course, how could we forget I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day.
Oh, by Wizard. Yeah, they're a
yes.
brilliant band.
So
Yeah.
on the subject of that, like Christmas every day, I couldn't deal with that.
Well, to be fair, it would be very
Very boring.
and very expensive. I mean, if you're giving out presents every day, you've got to spend money. So say
Yeah.
someone is given £200 for a budget for Christmas, and then you do that times 365.
Problem is though,
Great.
Christmas,
That's unthinkable.
I think
Christmas every day. Sorry, Joe.
I think the song is mainly a title of this.
metaphor.
It's a metaphor or a hyperbole for how much this character loves Christmas. He's not literally going to spend Christmas every day.
So-
He would. That
Problem
would be
is,
So, yeah,
horrible,
if we say
horrific.
£200 for one person, and you have Christmas every day times 365, take a guess at how much money that is per year.
Probably a couple of grand.
At least over 1,000, 10,000,
73,000.
73,000.
And the problem is, Christmas in England is an international holiday, so you don't work.
Exactly. So you don't get any money.
So, yes, you'll be basically you're unemployed the entire time.
Yeah.
Like, you're not gaining anything. You're just spending all your money on, the new iPad or the new
Yeah.
iPhone X, or,
But stuff like that wouldn't come out because they'll all be on holiday because it's Christmas.
Exactly.
So we would still be
Yeah.
be in like the Stone Age. If Christmas was every day,
We'd be,
fact,
we'd be going
without any
backwards.
work, Christmas wouldn't even exist. There
Yeah.
would be no people to create lights. There'll be no people to grow trees.
Yeah.
No people to work on the television signal, the radio signal
Yeah.
to get the Christmas songs going. It would be
So for Christmas, you're gonna have your family around. You're gonna have a nice time.
yes, we are going to have a very, very nice time.
What about you, Charlie? What are you gonna be up to?
Charlie?
what everyone else is doing, eating far too much and
Yeah.
enjoying a day of
Relaxing,
Yeah.
peace.
probably
Christmas songs.
Christmas Eve, because where I live, there's a local pub,
Right.
and
Mhm.
it's one of these pubs where people who are outsiders, air quotes,
Yeah.
so say like they lived in Folkestone, if they turned up, they would be completely out of place because everyone who goes to that pub are locals.
Right. Yeah. Well.
I mean, they wouldn't be like, oh, what are you doing here? Because the owner of the pub is really welcoming. He's such a laugh to be around. But it's quite a local pub, and all the people from around the village go there. And Christmas Eve, from about 10 o'clock till 1 o'clock at night, they do Christmas carols.
Do you do anything?
Sounds lovely.
Obviously, you've joined the is it the Sea Cadets or the Air Cadets?
Air Cadets.
Do they do anything for Christmas?
Next year, because we booked it late, we are fine dining at the Sergeant's Mess,
Oh.
Oh, nice.
which should be really good.
I also saw in the video you showed me the marching bands.
Yeah, we might do a performance for that next year. Well, probably will do a performance for that next year. We're going to try and do one in the summer when it's nice weather.
Yeah.
But that's a lot harder because the problem is when we're doing band, we normally have to wear jumpers. And
of course, in
remember-
the summer when it's
yeah, they're like thick wool jumpers.
yeah, and plus I've seen many articles saying about how summer is getting hotter in the UK. So
Yeah.
I guess you'll have a hard
I
time
mean,
with the
23-degree heat we've done before in jumpers.
And so I think there's a lot of traditions that each family in England who celebrate Christmas have. For us, it's Christmas Eve. We go up to the Marlow Theatre and we watch the pantomime that
pantomimes.
they do every year.
Ah,
This year
yeah,
at the Marlow,
Cinderella,
Peter Pan,
Sleeping
I think.
it's
Beauty,
Peter Pan this year.
Yeah.
Peter Pan.
See, every Christmas we go up to a crematorium which is near us, where my granddad is.
Yeah.
That's every Christmas. Haven't really done it for the last few years. I mean, it's nice to do, but it's just I think we just got out of the habit of one year. I can't remember why.
And on Christmas Day, we always open the presents under the tree,
Yep.
and then we just relax today, have a nice roast, get stuffed, full. Like,
Too much chicken.
Too much. Well, for us,
Too
it's
much
turkey.
chicken, too much turkey,
Or,
too many
or guinea
potatoes,
fowl.
or gravy, or potatoes,
Or pheasants.
or Brussels sprouts.
Yeah,
or
Brussels
sprouts.
I like those.
I like them in stuffing. You shred them and put them in stuffing. It's really
Sounds
good.
nice. Brussels sprouts, the most controversial Christmas food of all time.
I don't know who came across them, ate them, and decided, you know what, these are really
Delicious.
nice.
They're like mini lettuces,
They are.
but
Except stronger,
Yeah.
more potent,
What would you
whiffy.
would you rather
flavour
bite
and
into
smell.
a lettuce or a Brussels sprout? With my hand on my heart, I can say a lettuce because I love lettuce.
yeah.
It's
Or-
basically
or
made out
cabbage.
of water, isn't it? It tastes like water.
Yeah.
I think it's like 50% water or something.
So, should we get on to the topic of music?
Yes, definitely.
I think we should. So, on the subject of music, Ben, what would you say your favourite Christmas song is?
Well, for me, I've always grown up listening to Slade. So Slade, "Merry Christmas, Everybody" is quite an iconic song for me. I first heard it probably about 8 years ago, and it's an upbeat song that was released in the 70s by Slade, and it's still in the charts even this Christmas. So
Yeah. Joe, what would you say yours is?
Oh, well, of course, growing up, I liked putting on the classic 50s rock and roll Christmas songs, "Rocking Around the Christmas Tree."
Oh
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Yes, but
Which version of that? Like the original? In the
the
50s?
proper original. Wasn't it a child that sang it? So,
I honestly I can't remember.
yeah, it's a very fun sort of Christmas song to get you in the mood.
Each
Also,
Well, my favourite Christmas song of all time is probably "Fairy Tale of New York." It tells a
By
story
the Pogues, yeah.
in itself.
yeah, it's unlike every other Christmas song that celebrates the positivity of the
It's
holiday.
quite a negative song. It's about a
Yes.
breakup in a relationship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
about New York and how people want to get to stardom, but because of certain things like relationships
Yeah.
that tear apart, that
And
it
how
causes them to feel down or lose their dreams.
And general Christmas festivities such as the bells ringing out and
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I think it's the most explicit Christmas song. because it isn't. It is quite a rude song.
Have you well, in some some places.
We're not gonna.
Have you heard the song "We Three Kings of Orient Are"?
Yep.
I remember back in primary school, we had to sing that every single Christmas from year 1 to year 6.
Well, it's in the nativity, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, I think at one point everyone has probably heard it, unless your school didn't do a nativity, in which it's a bit boring.
Also, not forgetting the other classics. Little Donkey.
And Away in a Manger.
Away in a Manger.
Silent Night.
Silent Night, Holy Night.
Probably one of the greatest and most iconic Christmas songs. Well, really holiday songs in general, since it has a very. I think it was created back in the 1800s by.
Really? That long ago?
Yeah.
I mean, music's been around for ages. Like,
Oh yeah, I mean.
last week we touched on Shakespeare with Miss Van der Hoeven,
and so many ethnicities recognise songs like Silent Nights, Germans, English. Have you seen was it the 2015 Sainsbury's Christmas advert where
that was the
soldier
World War I, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's
It's such a heartfelt commercial.
So I was about to mention that because I can't think about Christmas without thinking of Christmas Day 1914, where there was a single-day truce where they played football in no man's land.
Between Germany and England, and they had a game of football.
England won.
Not only that, but
I always find that quite mythical, really.
It is, because
like they're having a war.
Stopped all their fighting just
it was orders, and because it was Christmas Day, all the high-up people were.
I mean, 2 countries are at war, or in World War I's case, quite a few countries. Well,
a lot of countries.
A lot of countries. But they postponed the war for 1 day to have a game of football.
It wasn't. They didn't postpone it. What it was because all the higher up generals and that were all at home.
Yeah.
Having
celebrating Christmas with their own families.
There was no order. There was no orders.
Yeah.
So it gave the soldiers a chance to sing a carol. And eventually cross the line to eventually celebrate Christmas with the people they wouldn't expect to celebrate Christmas with, their enemies.
Talking about that sort of subject, like going back in time, if you had a time machine, would you go forward or back?
Back.
You'd go back. What about you, Joe?
I would. But at the same time, since
it's difficult. It's such a hard
It's really
question.
difficult because if you even change the slightest thing in the past, that
it affects the present day.
Yes, sometimes the smallest things, when changed, can lead to the biggest differences. In a way, well, that's why I believe.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd probably go forward in time actually because.
Oh, you changed your mind?
Yeah, I changed my mind.
Yes,
I just thought
I would say forward in time
about
as well.
like the whole Back to the Future thing.
I'd say forward as well.
A lot of people, a lot of adults, and probably me myself this year.
Let's change it a little bit. And it was a one-way trip to the past, or you could stay in the present, or you could go to the future.
So go to the future then come back?
No, once you've chosen past, present, or future, you have to stay there.
See, if you could go back, I would go to New Year's Day, 2018, because we all know that every single New Year's they do a huge lottery payout. I think last year was something ridiculous, like 174 million.
You think you're going to win the lottery?
No, because if I could go back, I would go forward in time, find out the exact numbers, and then.
You'd win.
And then win £174 million.
Gee whiz, Charlie.
Then I could have Christmas every day because,
That's selfishly clever.
What about future? If you could go to the future?
Well, that would be the future. But if I could go to the past.
So for you, getting a time machine would equal
a lot of money.
You can imagine dollar signs in your eyes, like
yeah.
You think
I know it seems quite selfish, but
like sleeping in money.
Yeah. dive in a pool of money. Like, Scrooge
But what
McDuck.
if
What about you, Joe?
all right. At the same time, I was thinking about the future. If I could go back and forth between the present and future, I would see all the negative things done in the future, then return to the present and prevent them, in a way.
See, I'll go back in time and.
But for the sake of me, I would definitely go back in time just to see the amazing musicians and people that
Have been,
have been in the past and have now sadly passed away.
I'm just saying that there are going to be genres that come out in the next 10 years that we haven't even heard of today.
Yeah.
Whether you're listening to this in 2050.
I would go, if I had to go back in time, I would go back and tell my past self to like try harder on revision, because I'm like still really annoyed at the grades I got, and if I could go back in time and say
revert them.
Try harder.
Yeah. I mean, I guess for me, when I sort of think of past, present, future, I sort of think of Doctor Who, but at the same time, keeping it in with the Christmas theme, I mean, unknowingly we have
the final's coming out, isn't it?
We have sort of been talking about the Christmas Carol, the Ghost of Christmas Past, the Ghost of Christmas Present, the Ghost of
Future.
Christmas Future.
Which one would you be?
Christmas Past.
Christmas Past.
The jolly fat man.
No.
Wait, it wasn't the past the lady who didn't look like a ghost, or was it the lantern?
No, I think the Ghost of Christmas Past was the one who was supposed to resemble St. Nicholas.
Yeah.
No, wait.
And the Ghost of Christmas Future was a woman.
No, I'd say the Ghost of Christmas Past was the woman in the dress. The Ghost of Christmas Present was the one who wanted to be Saint Nicholas, and the Ghost of Christmas Future was the Grim Reaper figure.
Have you seen the movie by Disney?
Oh yeah, the one with Jim Carrey.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Ebenezer Scrooge was like a really old, grumpy guy, and you had the Ghost of Christmas Past, who sort of like a light. Yeah, I mean we can see it on the screen now. It's quite strange. It's depicted as sort of like a womany sort of I don't know. Now we're looking at the Ghost of Christmas Present. That's sort of much more jolly, like Santa.
So the Ghost of Christmas Present.
You'd be the present one.
Was a jolly fat man.
Yep.
I mean, there's another link there. Ghost of Christmas Present, and you give presents out at Christmas.
Yeah. And then there's the Ghost of Christmas Future,
which is like
who was the Grim Reaper, because
Google Images. What would we do without you?
I think there's some cool stuff going on outside the studio
like you
today.
see the Grim Reaper figure.
Yeah, it's the Grim Reaper. I mean, look at those arms. Jesus Christ.
Some long ass arms.
I mean,
no face. I think that's what Scrooge would become. Isn't it? In his past.
So, what other than Die Hard, because I know too many people talk about that around now, what do you reckon is the best movie that has a Christmas scene in, or is related to Christmas?
Polar Express.
Polar Express is like really. Oh, it used to terrify me.
Is it the Uncanny Valley?
It's quite a weird film, you've got to admit.
Yeah. They to create the film, they didn't use any like cartoon animation. Nearly all of it was CGI, but using human characters as the sort of in terms of movement and design, which in my opinion, I mean, I really liked the film as a kid. I remember when I was about 5 years old, I would design a golden ticket and put it in my pockets, and then when I wake up on the Polar Express, I would have that ticket.
That's cool. That's cool. You actually did that. Did you have one of those clickers to write a word in it? Like that.
Well, sadly, I didn't have that, so I'd expect the conductor to have it, but I was a bit of a imaginative kid.
Yeah.
But going back on it, I can see why people might think it's a bit creepy. But
when you say that, Charlie, I mean, and Joe, the only thing that would possibly be scary is the weird hobo that lives on top of the train.
Yeah.
But the hobo is confirmed to be a ghost. So.
And the bit that terrified me the most, I mean, the conductor. of the train, the driver, he's a complete lunatic. He's mad. He's the one who terrified me.
You were scared by the conductor.
The friendly man with the moustache. And
No,
glasses.
the driver.
The driver.
Oh,
the one with
fat man.
What's-
Or the one that could speak moose.
I can Google him, guys.
Like, the conductor was the guy with...
back to Google.
Yeah, back to Google. Got to look this up.
Polar Express train conductor. Train driver. Oh, that guy.
Well, he terrified you.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that.
that.
Look at that face. Come on.
It looks like he's in pain. Like,
Yeah.
he's recently took a dump and it really hurts.
This is the
Constipation.
as well. Where they went across the
Yeah.
ice lake. I'm gonna put that on the other
Oh.
That's my childish
Fun
side coming
fact.
through.
Tom Hanks played 3 characters in
Yeah,
the
he
film.
played the conductor, the
Conductor, the hobo, and Santa Claus himself.
Santa, yeah.
No, the thing that I get confused I hear though, like, I'm being really confused. Where he's punched believe into it, there's nothing holding on the middles of the B.
Wait a minute.
Well, they do say that seeing is believing, Charlie.
Oh, could be a magic ticket. I mean, it's just
I mean, it's magical. It's magic enough, really, isn't it?
it's a magic train. Magic. Everything's magic.
Not
Yeah.
even, the train doesn't even exist. It's all...
It's all a facade. It's just all an imagination.
And the bell, you can only hear the bell if you truly
Believe.
believe in Santa. That's why, for me, that the Polar Express is the best Christmas film. Well,
It
what
keeps
about
its message
Yeah.
across while still trying to. Well, I
Well,
mean,
yeah.
it's visually,
For
it's
its time,
very
it's
for the time. It's really well done, despite of course uncanny errors. But
Uncanny errors.
I mean, look at the faces, like the faces of the train conductor.
See,
They look like
Okay.
they've come out of PS2, but I mean,
Yeah.
that's fair enough, really.
But
2004.
it was 2004. They tried, and they did it.
Succeed. Yeah.
They kind of succeeded. They made it.
my favourite bit about around Christmas time in England is the cold weather and some of the views you get.
Ah,
Yes.
yeah.
Because
Going outside with the whites and frosty
Of snow.
browns
yeah.
and just the white sun shining on.
we can use one of these as the thumbnail
Mm-hmm.
for it.
Yeah.
Or we can have to do like a collage of it. But
Oh yeah.
some of the
The
views
Scottish Highlands, beautiful.
They are
phenomenal.
beautiful,
And the days I like is when, not days like this, because it is a cold day, overcast. The days I like are the days that are freezing cold, but the air is so clear.
Yeah.
And it's
There's
just...
not much fog. It's just all clear. You can see.
And because of how cold it is, it seems like all the dust has settled. The
Yeah.
air,
There's no bugs about.
no, there's no dust, so you're like breathing in like pure
Clear
oxygen. And it's
It's nice.
the only time I've ever actually experienced that before was in Yosemite National Park.
air. Oh
Right. Yeah.
Was that in the winter or the summer?
That was around Easter,
Ah.
so that was when all the really messed with hay fever
Yeah.
because all
Oh,
the
yeah.
pollen's just
And then the
clinging to you.
and the bugs coming and attracted to the pollen.
Mm.
I guess
I'd say every season of a year is beautiful in its own way. Like winter, with its clear air and very sort of
It's quite a barren landscape.
barren
It's-
landscape it
Yeah.
gives, and also summer with its, of course, nice
yeah,
heat.
where it's nice and
Where-
autumn, all the reds. And
Oh, the colours of autumn.
Yeah, and-
Yes, it's not too hot and not too cold.
I guess I'm sort of like coming up to the final part of this podcast.
Hmm.
Shall we maybe? I know we planned 7 episodes this term.
Yeah.
But doing some more next year.
Oh.
Meet up. Maybe us 3 meet up every so often.
Yeah.
Meet up again and maybe talk about another holiday. Halloween. Easter.
No, Easter's going to be the next one
For you?
with all of us.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, we could do some in between.
Mm-hmm.
Easter there's not really much about music though, to be honest.
Well,
Unless there's
Unless you count Hop the Rabbit, but
nah. Don't remind me of that.
it's a great film.
It's kind of creepy as well, since
Yeah,
it's like
a rabbit that can pull.
a rabbit.
And
It's
shit's jelly
realistic.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like I don't know, something it's kind of like the Polar Express, but everyone is human.
Apart from this rabbit, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
Which acts like a human but has like rabbit fur and
Fair enough.
looks kind of odd. Like
So yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone.
yeah.
Merry
Have
Christmas.
a good Christmas. Have a great
You
Christmas.
too.
Try not
Yep.
to.
And you guys as well, Charlie, Joe.
Yeah.
Don't eat too many mince pies.
I think the thing we should tell them is New Year's. Don't go overboard. Don't drink too much.
Nope.
Stick to your resolutions.
Always
So-
stick
I've already
to them.
broken that one.
What was
What
that?
was
Just
it?
out of interest.
Get a gym membership.
Of course.
Do you need
Charlie.
that though? I mean, you look
So
pretty
I've
in
got
shape
just over a week to get a gym membership.
before the end of the year.
Yeah.
Well, good
Fair
luck
enough.
with that.
Good luck with your gym membership, Charlie,
Mm.
and
Well,
hope you all have a nice.
I'll probably leave
yeah.
it for next
dinner.
year when I've got money.
So, I guess. Thank you for listening to the last 7
Thank
episodes.
Hope you come back.
Yeah, thank you, Charlie, for sticking by and
Thanks, Charlie.
being in all of them.
Thanks, Ben.
And Joe, thanks for returning today.
No
It's been a
problem,
pleasure.
man.
Yeah, have a great Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll see you hopefully in the new year. Take it easy.
Happy Christmas.